Hi, friends. Business storms are inevitable. It's a part of life. We ride them out, and hopefully we are better on the other side. Preparing for the inevitable business storm is not that complicated. In fact, it is more applied common sense than anything, I think. When you get a weather report of heavy rains coming, you pack an umbrella. When you're driving and you learn of an accident ahead, you find a way around. Now, these are simple examples, but there are two key components here. First, you got a warning. And second, because you got that warning, you were able to take action to prepare for or minimize the negative impact of what you learned. I finally recall when my eldest son was learning to drive, as we were driving around the parking lot of a church late on a Sunday afternoon, he was struggling with lampposts and curb corners coming up on him very quickly, such that he had to brake hard. We noticed that his eyes had been fixed on the front of the hood of the car only. And once he began to keep his eyes focused a few hundred feet ahead, he got the hang of driving very easily. I'm sure you get my point here. So my question to you is this. Are you so busy that you're not taking the time to look ahead just a few hundred feet? It's so easy to have tunnel vision and do the things that we've always done without anticipating what might be ahead of us. Are we ignoring economic trends, world events, technology, and product evolution? I know you care about your employees and your customers and the longevity of your business, but you simply cannot afford to look just at the front of your hood. So here are a few disciplines that, if scheduled frequently, will help keep you focused ahead as you drive your company forward. The first is forecast discipline. You probably forecast for the short term naturally, but are you looking out at least 6 months to a year in your forecasting? If you aren't, you should be. I like to use the 3-scenario forecast framework, wherein we would build a best case scenario, a worst case scenario, and a most likely case scenario. Now, when we built our worst case scenarios, there were many of those, and deliberately we built many of those. I really like this approach because it forced me to look around for circumstances that would contribute to my worst case scenarios. And then we would model the financials to reflect those potential circumstances. Here's a second item that I think will help. Find mentors and build relationships with them. Preferably people who know more than you do and have been where you want to go. Their experience, their wisdom, the times that they've lived through may come in very, very handy as you look forward for landmines that your business might hit. This third tip worked very well for me. I would give one of my C-level officers an additional duty, and it would be the additional role of the Chief Radar Officer. Get it? My Chief Operating Officer had the additional responsibility for keeping an eye on the economy, competitive trends, and rapidly changing technology trends. He was a trained set of what we call paranoid eyes, looking ahead on a regular basis, planned basis, and sometimes more often than I did. There's a side note here. I've made a reference twice already to technology changes and trends. Rapidly changing technology has the potential to obsolete your products and services if you're not careful. But awareness of coming technology changes affords you the opportunity to potentially obsolete your own products and maintain a relevant business going forward. This can be a deadly storm, but the good news is that you should be able to see this well before it happens and adapt in advance of getting into danger. To summarize, I'm sure you can see that these concepts are not difficult, but they do require discipline. Forecasting ahead, cultivating mentors, appointing a chief radar officer. So, keep your head up. You cannot avoid what you don't see. I believe these disciplines are vital for any size business to be able to endure over time. And yes, a little paranoia is a good thing. You can do this, and I ask that you think about starting today. To conclude, I enjoy talking about topics like this. If you're ready to speak with me, click below to schedule a session. And join our Bulletproof Business community. It is a forum of wisdom and insights from our C-suite and business leader members who are forming or have formed what we call bulletproof businesses. As a first step to joining our community, click below to sign up for our newsletter. Enjoy.